Hi, this is Bruce Malwitz with GreenWize Energy Solutions. Thanks for joining us today on our YouTube channel. Today I'm going to take a little bit of time and talk to you about an exciting new product that GreenWize Energy Solutions is very excited to announce that we are the exclusive distributor for the North American territory, and that is the Orange Motor. The Orange Motor was specifically designed and engineered by the Orange Motor Company to work with and through GreenWize fan controls as well as our EMS system. So what I'd like to do is just kind of go over some of the features and benefits and the advantages of having the Orange Motor as part of your motor program. First thing that I'm going to do is I'll take the motor out of the packaging, and I want to show you that in our individually packaged motor setup, we've got a shaft protector, the cord is protected by a wrap. There's no room for this motor to slop around. In the past, I've experienced motors that come to us damaged because they're not properly packaged, so I want to let you know that we've come up with a really good packaging strategy so that you'll get the motors in good shape when they arrive at your facility. So I'll take it out of the packaging, take the shaft protector off, and we'll start talking about some of the features and benefits. The first thing that I'd like to do is show you that the Orange Motor does come standard with a normal industry standard Lyle plug, 2-prong plug. It does not matter if it's plugged in accordance with the neutral or not. The motor is intuitive to figure out which way it needs to run. And it has a nice long cord so that you can see this motor will fit in just about any application that you're going to run into. The second thing that I want to tell you about is the motor itself is designed to be intuitively run on either 115 or 208 230 volts. What that means is that you don't have to worry about voltage anymore. This motor will run on 115 or 208 230 volts. There is no switch, there's no programming, there's nothing that you need to do. You just simply plug the plug in to the existing coil, outlet, and the motor will operate. Another very exciting feature that we've introduced on the Orange Motor is a rotation switch. You can see the CCWLE and the CWLE, and you can literally change the rotation of the motor by a simple flick of the switch. Now I want to explain very quickly, CCWLE means counterclockwise lead end. That means the power is considered the lead end, which in this case is the back side of the motor. So as you're looking at the fan from the back end, that will determine counterclockwise. In reality, if you flick the motor around and you're looking at the fan spin this way, it's exactly the opposite of what's on the tag. I know that sounds confusing. That's how motor manufacturers have labeled motors for a long, long time, so we didn't want to buck the trend. So we've included the label as per how manufacturers typically label their motors. In my mind, I use exactly the opposite because I'm thinking about the fan blade as you view it. So that being said, let's talk about some of the additional features that we've incorporated into the motor, and I'll get into the low voltage. The Orange Motor is a fully variable speed motor, meaning it can go from 1550 RPMs, which is the default high speed, down to the lowest speed, which is 750 RPMs. At 10 volt DC input, the motor will drop down to 750 RPMs. If there's no DC volt input into these two leads, the motor will run at high speed. So if you do happen to be hooking the motor up in conjunction with a fan control system, if the fan control system goes bad, has a problem, the circuit board dies, whatever the case may be, you will not be getting any voltage input into the DC inputs. That means the motor will run in high speed. So there's a default high speed already pre-programmed into the motor, which is a good feature. If anything goes wrong with the fan control, your motor will run in high speed until somebody is available to get the fan control serviced. The second thing I want to tell you is there's literally 255 different speed set points between 750 RPMs and 1550 RPMs. So of that huge range, depends on the voltage input will determine the actual rotation speed of the motor. So this is 100% fully variable speed, anywhere from 750 up to 1550 RPMs. Now, one of the advantages and one of the reasons that we insisted on having low voltage input into the motor is because in most of our applications that we see in the field, there's multiple coils. If you walk into a walk-in cooler, say in a liquor store, convenience store, grocery store, there's generally multiple coils hanging in the walk-in cooler. Well, what does that mean from a low voltage perspective? That means that you're not going to have to pipe and wire line voltage in order to control one coil to the next coil to the next coil. You can simply do it with thermostat wire. Any 2-pair wire will work. You don't have to worry about running it in conduit. You don't have to worry about running neutrals or grounds, etc. It's very quick, easy, simple, and very cost effective for the contractor in the field to hook up multiple coils with the orange motor. I don't think there's a least expensive way out there than running something as simple as thermostat wire from one coil to the next. So that being said, I want to explain a couple other things. The orange motor is UL recognized for Canada and US. It's RoHS compliant. In addition, it has a bright orange motor body color that is trademarked specifically for easy identifying of the motor. So if you're a service guy in the field, you need a motor to go do an install, you can grab an orange motor. It's very easily identifiable. Bring this motor with you, and this will do anything 115, 208, clockwise or counterclockwise, as long as it's going into a typical 3.3-inch evaporator coil motor application. This motor will work for you. Thanks for joining us on our YouTube channel. We'll look forward to talking to you again soon.